Good day, everyone. So today I will be teaching you guys how to create a personal access token, create your repository, and also clone it to your Linux. So let's get started. We start first with creating our personal access token. To create this is my GitHub account. This is my GitHub. This is how it looks. In this GitHub, I don't have any repository yet. So you come here, click on this, go to settings. From settings, you come down to developer settings. Then personal access token, click here, click on to classic, then click on generate token, generate for general use. Click on this, then just write anything. You can just input anything of your choice, and just input anything of your choice. Then here, you can now choose the expiration dates. You get, if you want it to stay for the code to last for 7 days, your token to last for 7 days, 30, 60, 90, any, you have to choose. So I'm choosing 90. Then you click on repo, click on this, then generate token. This is my token. Once you generate this token, you must copy it and paste somewhere. So let me copy. Let me share this screen to you guys. I want to paste it in my notepad. This is a previous token I generated. Let me delete it. Let me paste it in my notepad. This is my new token. I pasted it. I don't want to save it. I would have, if you are, because this is the repository just for this tutorial. So let me just minimize it. Minimize it. Then let's continue from where we stopped. Then this is my token. I've generated my token. Let's now create a repository. Then you come here. I have no repository. You click on the plus sign, plus symbol. Then new repository. Look on new repository here. Repository name. Let's name our repository Git tutorial. Git tutorial. The name is available. Description is optional. So I don't want to give a description. Description is optional. Then leave it at public. Then create repository. Click here. You can see I've created my repository. So in order to clone on GitHub, you can use these codes here to clone, exactly to clone. But this has a minor drawback. The drawback this has is that each time you want to push, you'll be requested to impute your username and your password. And sometimes when you're performing multiple tasks, you're pushing multiple times, so it will be very, very taxful. It will be very, very tasking and frustrating at times. So the best thing to do, you can modify this code. Let me share the screen. Let's go to my Linux. Wait. Before I go to my Linux, let me copy this code first. Let me copy this. Copy it. So you click here to copy. Click here to copy. Then let me go to my Linux. I'm in my Linux now. Let me log into it. Let's start fresh. Let me navigate to my root directory. So I'm in my root directory now. In my root directory, you know, the name of the repository we created was git tutorial. So you can see the list of all the files and directories in this is my root directory. You can see the list of all the files and directories there. You can see there is no git tutorial here. So now let's clone. First of all, you type git clone, then come here. You know, I copy the code. Let me go back in case you've forgotten. Let me go back. Let me share new screen. Let me go back to my. Let me go back here. Come here. This code, you need to copy it. Just click here to copy. I've copied. Then let me go back to my Linux. Let me go back to my Linux. So here, just paste this code here. Then come here. Come here. You have to bring your cursor to this before this git.com. Before this git.com, you have to impute your personal access token. Before the github.com, impute your personal access token. Let me go back to where I first pasted it and copy it. Let me go back and copy it in my notepad. So this is it. You copy this, copy, then let me share your screen. Then come here and paste. So this is my personal access token. Then after the personal access token, my personal access token ended here. Then I write and type ads. That's all. The only modification I did here is that I added my personal access token and then at github.com. That's all. Then click enter. You appear to have cloned an empty repository. So now let's see the list of all the files and directories. You see that we've cloned it successfully. Here, look at the Git tutorial that we successfully cloned. So let's navigate to the new directory, to our repository, which is Git tutorial. Let's navigate to cd. Cd is change directory. It's a command. Change directory to Git tutorial. So I'm in my Git directory. Let me clear the screen. I'm in my Git directory. So now, in GitHub, first of all, after creating a repository and cloning, the first thing you will do is to add a README file. So let me open a README file. Open a file, create a file called readme.md. readme.md. You can just impute anything. Your readme.md file shouldn't be empty. Impute anything. Let me just impute. This is a Git tutorial. Let me just impute that. This is a Git tutorial. That's it. You close. You close. Then after this, the next thing we do is to configure. You need to configure Git. There's a code you will use to configure your email and your username. This is the code. Git config. This is only done once in this directory. You can only do this once. Yes. For subsequent files and directories that you create under this particular repository, under this Git tutorial repository, you don't need to do git config. This git config is just to configure this directory. You want to configure your Linux configure it to your what's it called again? To your GitHub account. Yes. So git config global user dot email. My email is, this is my email, for 2020 at yahoo.com. Then impute the same code. Git config global user. This time around, it will be your username. My username is Geraldine, I think 6030. Am I sure? 6080. Yes. This is my username. I hope I didn't make a mistake because this is just a new directory I created. I just created this. I have a GitHub account for my work. This one is just for tutorials. Let me confirm if this is my username. So this username I created is just for this account is just for this tutorial. It's just for this tutorial. Let me confirm. Okay, Jordan 68 is this is my username. So let me go back. So here, this is it. Click enter. So let's create another file. Before we push, let's create another file. Let's name our file. Let's name it tutorial. Name tutorial. So here, let's write anything. What are we going to write? Let's say coding is with, or coding is, coding is fun. Coding is fun. So now let's git add. So for you to push, first of all, you have to git add. Git add. You can see the code I used. Git add, then give it space, and then dot. Git commit. Pay attention to the code. Git commit here in a single quotation. You can just write anything. Let me just write anything I want. You can just write anything and close the quotation mark. Git commit. You can see these two files I created. I created a README file and tutorial. These are the two files I created. Then git push. Let's push to our GitHub. Git push. Let's see what happens. Correct. So we've successfully pushed this to our GitHub account. Now let's go back to our GitHub account and view these files. To confirm if these files were created here are successfully pushed. So let's go back to our GitHub. This is my GitHub account. Sure. Let me refresh it. You can see the two files we created. We created a README file and tutorial. And look at my commit message. I committed it with this. So with this, you have successfully cloned our GitHub. So we can easily create a file, create a directory under this Git tutorial directory. You can easily create and push to our GitHub. So if there's any question you have, you can post it in the comment section. I will attend to all your questions. Take care.